Hello, folks. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. It's Wednesday night. Wednesday Night Live. How's everyone doing tonight? I see we got Raven Cat, Homestead Cecilia popped on in, posting those links. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I see we got John stopped in. He said that Kyle is his favorite YouTuber. I don't believe that for a second. I don't have my banners going. Let me get that rocking and rolling. I updated my, oh my goodness. Where in the heck? Down here. I updated my my banner scroll here. We've got Minute on the Mountain, Tom Celtic and Everything Outdoors, City Sticker Chris, John Euler Outdoorsman, Judith and Dan Davis, and Laura the Explorer. Those channels are all striving for their next milestone. And I forgot Make It Take It Outdoors, Dave. Those guys are striving for their next milestone, trying to hit that either 800 or 1,000, or they're under 1,000, and they're striving for that. We got Bream Bass and Beyond in the house. I believe it's Matt. Welcome in. And then we got Outdoors with Big Matt. Welcome on in. Come on in, folks. Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Hello. I think I missed something from John here. I got to scroll up here. Oh, and Tom Ritter. Welcome on in. John, I don't know if you're just trying to be funny or make me smile or whatever, just being John. But I thought I'd kind of break this out for the theme into our favorite YouTubers that are within our community, and then also any famous YouTubers. If you have any of those that you are your favorite, or you like, or you enjoy their content. You see, us small timers, we don't usually share out some guy that's got 2 million subscribers, but maybe we enjoy their content. Maybe we'll watch it regularly. I don't know. Just thought it'd be kind of neat just to share who we like, who we watch on YouTube outside of the folks that we know and we communicate with on a regular basis. But I'll get into that. Let some more people stroll on in. We got Off the Hook Outdoors is in the house. Ted, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Plus, you threw me some lures. I mean, I must be doing something right. I don't know. We'll get into that. What else? Frontier Survival. Heath is in the house. Welcome in. Hike with Mike. Great to have you. I hope you're doing well this Wednesday evening. Doesn't have a favorite YouTube. He loves all the channels that are in our community. Well, that's good. Deer Meat for Dinner is a good channel. Okay. I don't really have a whole lot of administrative stuff. I'll say that I posted a shed hunting video last week, and I didn't find any sheds. I tried to make the video somewhat compelling, and I'm shocked at the reception that video is getting for a shed hunting video where there were no sheds found. It's doing really, really well. It seems to have a high search rate right now. I think that's a popular video search that's going on in this like time of year seasonality. So I'm doing a product review video for this week, and I'm probably going to try to do I might try to do a shed hunting video number 2, part 2, if I can get out and actually find some. We got Carpenter's Self-Reliance. Welcome on in. Howdy, howdy. Hi, Cecilia. Thank you for sharing the links right out of the gate. I appreciate that. We got Eric B is in the house. Oh, boy. We've got Anchoring Man Fishing Buntock. I'm just going to call you Buntock. We got Buntock in the house. I feel like I trip over that every single time. Going out Friday. We're finally getting a midweek warm up. It was in the 50s today, and it's going to be in the 50s tomorrow. So all this snow and ice is finally starting to melt away. Yeah, it's I think it is a tad bit early. I think I don't know. I might get out this weekend. Sunday's supposed to be 58 and sunny, so we'll see. I might get out Sunday. Well, maybe I'll go Saturday. I don't know. They say it's better when it's overcast, so I don't know. But that video is doing really, really well. I tried to put some good videography and editing into that to help make it seem somewhat interesting. We got Stillwell's Outdoor Wandering. Welcome on in. Come on in. I hope you're doing well this Wednesday evening. I don't have a whole lot of other administrative stuff. I was in a Facebook contest to win a muskie fishing lure from a friend of mine, Aaron Pratt, and I won. And it hadn't come yet. So I was hoping it'd come yesterday or today, and I'd be able to show that off. But it hadn't come yet, so I'll show that off next week. But it was pretty cool that I won a bucktail. I mean, those are $18, $19, $21 lures, and he made me one for free because I won his contest. And for anyone that's in Northeast Ohio that might happen to watch my live stream, I don't know that I have a whole lot. If you're interested in muskie fishing, definitely look up Churning Waters Guide Service. That's Aaron Pratt. He predominantly guides on West Branch Reservoir, just north of Akron, Ohio, and he does a fantastic job with it. He has a lot of guide trips, and there's not a lot of them that are fishless. Muskie fishing is muskie fishing. He's never going to guarantee a fish every time, but he does not have a lot of fishless trips. Hey, Cecilia, that's great. We love it when we win stuff. It seems like on these the YouTube giveaways, I never win. Even it could be for a sticker, and I never win. I've won one time, and that was Living MN Outdoors. Daniel and Rachel, their first trivia live stream. I won a T-shirt. That's the only thing I've ever won on YouTube. We got a Caught a Fish in Canada is in the house. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It's good to have you. I hope you're doing well this evening. Caught a unicorn. One other thing that I will mention, I do try to get Amazon affiliate links into my video description. So if you think about it and you want to purchase a new vacuum cleaner or a new cast iron skillet, whatever, go to one of my videos, go down to the description, pop into the link. It might be for a musky rod, and you don't want a musky rod, but you can go to the search bar and then put in vacuum cleaner and go buy what you want to buy. And Amazon will throw me a couple nickels. So, it's a way you can support the channel if you want to. just throwing that out there. I check that kind of every other day or a couple times a week, and I noticed it's been getting some traffic. So that's kind of cool that, they're going to throw me. I think I'm up to, probably 50 cents. So just wanted to throw that out there. If you are so inclined, that's a way you could show a little bit of support for the little guy that's not at 1,000 subscribers yet, not in the partner program yet. That's when the quarters really start to roll in. That's awesome, John. That is awesome. Keep saving it up. Save it up. You buy some more bruiser baits. All right. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be. I figured somebody would have made a video about it, but maybe they've been real hush-hush about it. I have a feeling what they're going to do is take out the direct links for items, and they're just going to give you a generic link that takes you to Amazon's homepage. I'm not positive of that, but I think that's how they're going to change it. It'll be just a generic link that takes you right to Amazon homepage, and that's all you need. I could be wrong, but I think that's how they're going to do it. Oh, I didn't know that clicks were part of it. But I'm finally starting to get a little bit of traffic rolling through there, and there's been a few purchases. So, I get a couple quarters thrown my way. Anyway, and I've uploaded my logo to Teespring, so I've been putting that on some shirts and stuff. So I might roll with a Teespring account here shortly. What I need to do is order some sample products and make sure they look all right. They turn out okay. I think they'll be fine, but I probably need to go ahead and order a sample and then make sure they're good, and then I'll probably roll that out. So that's all I have for announcements and administrative stuff. MB Heritage Farms, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well this evening. I don't think they're going to do that. I think the commission structure will be the same. It's just they're going to take away the direct links to products, because that's probably an administrative and coding nightmare to have 8 billion different little codes to linking people to a specific product. They probably just want a generic link that goes to Amazon. You'll land on, when somebody clicks your link, they'll land on the Amazon homepage instead of, a deer call or a tree stand or an action camera, or, how all of our links have been direct links to a specific product. I think it's going to be a link that just takes them to Amazon, the homepage. I could be wrong, but I think that's going to be how it'll work. And then whatever they order, you'll get. It'll still last 24 hours, all that fun stuff. But now for, fun stuff, let's get into the theme for this live stream. Let's talk about our favorite YouTubers. Your favorite YouTuber, there's no wrong answer to this question. It could be anything. It could be everybody. It could be one person because he's super nice to you. It could be one person because he gave you a bunch of free baits. Oh, they're all too small. I'll be sure to make sure that they carries those sizes through like double and triple XL or whatever. Oh boy. The I'll say it in our community, and I don't mean this to, blow smoke or overinflate somebody's ego, but Small Water Charters is one of my favorites. John and Lindy are just good people. You want John in your live stream because he's a good dude. He's got a great sense of humor, and he can poke the bear with people and banter back and forth, and it's a lot of fun. He makes it more fun. So yeah, John and Lindia, Mama. I can't believe he's typing Lindia in the chat. He should be saying Mama. They are good people. They're a lot of fun. It's some of my favorite YouTubers. And for the rest of you watching, if you send me baits, then I'll name you as my favorite too. No, it has nothing to do with that. They just make it more fun. I love it when they're a part of my live stream, and I like being a part of theirs. I'll say this, Off the Hook Outdoors is not my favorite. That's a big X. Don't nobody watch that one. Who was it? Was it Earl the other night, Ted, that said your videos were boring? Oh my. And then you spit your tea all over the place. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Throw a shout out to Shit Happens, my good friend CJ. He has been a tremendous supporter of me, my channel. He has helped me with videography stuff, some editing stuff, kind of tips and tricks and how to put a video together and add scene changes to it, and interject comedy. He's been tremendous, and he's just a flat out good dude. He's definitely one of my favorites. Anytime something of his comes out, I'm rushing over there to watch it. Another one that's within our community is Boxy Outdoors. Most of us know and love Todd from Boxy Outdoors. He's been a tremendous support to a lot of us smaller channels, doing the channel showcases on his Sunday Night Lives, which he's in the peak of trapping season, and I think that's going to wind down here in the next 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and he'll probably get back to the regular every Sunday night live stream. So we can look forward to that. I hope to be able to go to the rendezvous that the Freezer Bound Outdoors folks is going to have in May and see him again and catch up with him. Just a super dude. Boxy Outdoors, one of my favorites for sure. Those are the main ones I wanted to call out. But there's a lot of people in our community, and I watch their stuff and I support them. These guys right here in the scroll bar, I don't know why I can't get this to point in the right direction, but down here, those are some great channels too. I added a few new folks, so I don't know. Some of you guys might not have our catfishing friends. We got John Euler Outdoorsman is on there. Laura the Explorer, they're big in the catfish community. John's done a couple good hunting videos too. We got Minute on the Mountain. He's out in Utah, I believe. He's got a great channel. City Sticker Chris. If you don't have those guys, check them out. That's just because John said that. I'd change it up here. Who else? Really enjoy Mark J. Larson. His record setting for him, Coyote season, he was open for 20 and he got 30 or 31. He was killing it on them Coyotes. I mean, literally, but whacking and stacking. That was really enjoyable to watch. I get a kick out of JV Outdoors. I think most of us have him. He's pretty funny. He's a little bit of an antagonist. He'll poke the bear. He's good to have in your live streams. I think he's been awful busy lately. Yeah, Backwoods Barbarian. I enjoy him. Absolutely. And now we'll have a little bit of fun with it. I'm going to talk about guys that are not small timers, are not in our community. They don't really, you're not going to see their comments in my videos or probably anyone else in the chat's videos, and that's all right. But they're just people that I enjoy their videos. They're either much bigger or they've been around a while, or they just have this video thing figured out and they make enjoyable videos. And it also could just be the content. Like, I'm really into musky fishing. So some of you guys, your favorite YouTube channel might not be musky fishing because it doesn't interest you. Hey, Wyatt, we got Tubby Guy Outdoors is in the house. Welcome in. Yeah, he's one of my favorites for sure. He's up there trying to outsmart rabbits in Canada. I don't know how you could do that. You're like a regular Elmer Fudd. I'll tell you one that I really, really enjoy, and you want to talk about a no frills YouTube channel. It is called ND Yacker Outdoors. Or wait. Now I gotta look it up. I thought I had this all figured out. It's kind of a funny name. Not funny, but ND Yak Angler. That's what it is. I'll just type it in here just so you have it. ND Yak Angler. That'll be fun. That's funny. So, Matt is the creator at ND Yak Angler, and he happens to live in a part of the world that is magical because it has rivers, streams, lakes that are just loaded with fish, big fish. His forte is catching great big smallmouth bass in a river from his kayak. I personally have never caught a 20-inch smallmouth bass. I've never done it. I've tried. It's kind of the holy grail of big trophy smallmouth bass. About anywhere you'd go, I've never caught one. My biggest is 19 and a half. I tied it last year. It didn't go 20. That's the story of my life when it comes to smallmouth bass fishing. ND Yak Angler has one video out where he caught six smallmouth bass that were 20 inches or bigger on one video, one float down the river. I think that video is from like 3 years ago, but 6. But he does not. His videos are very, very no frills. There's not a lot of sophisticated There's not a lot of sophisticated editing to them. He just cuts them and merges them, and what you see is what you get. He does not put a lot of effort into his editing. He does. I don't even know if he has playlists. He just puts videos out and people watch them. But his videos are very what's the word I'm looking for? They're successful. When he goes out on a river to catch smallmouth bass, he catches several 18 to 20 inch large smallmouth bass. When he goes to a reservoir to fish for northern pike, he catches 2, 3, 4, 35, 36 inch or bigger northern pike. He just has a way of, and don't get me wrong, he probably has trips where he doesn't catch a lot of fish and it never makes it to video. He doesn't make it a video of that, and that's fine too. But I mean, all his videos, he is productive. He is catching fish, and they're really big fish. He just does a hat mount for his GoPro, and that's it. And I think he has practiced holding his head still. Because I have videos where I've produced with a action camera on my hat, and I'm out there doing this, and the editing is a nightmare because I don't want to put up a ton of footage where the camera is just all over the place. But he has honed his craft and forced himself. He's fishing from a kayak most of the time, so he just forces himself to just look straight ahead, cast it out, bring. And even when he's fighting the fish, he's just very methodical about keeping his head locked into very near one position. Yeah, I saw that, Ted. I saw that. You got a big one. Wasn't your daughter was with you too, right? That was an awesome trip for you, man. That was awesome. That was a heck of a fish. Big old smallmouth bass. So he's a neat guy too, because he's real soft spoken. He doesn't if he does an intro, it's like 2 sentences. And his outros are just usually, well, I think I'll head to the truck. Thanks for watching. He's real soft spoken. He doesn't get real super jazzed up. He does have a blooper video out from about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's really, really entertaining. If you get a chance, check that out. I think it's called "So You Want to Be a Kayak Fisherman," and he shows all these, funny instances that occur when you're trying to kayak fish. He's been doing YouTube for a long time. I want to say 10 or 11 years. So he's been at it a long time. But he's up there. I think he's probably 180,000 subscribers. I was looking at his views, and I think he's got one with 14 million views. And that was catching northern pike on a duck lure. It literally looks exactly like a little yellow duckling. And he's casting it out there, and he's catching great big northern pike. He's got a pretty cool sequence where he sees the northern pike following the duck right up to his kayak. So he kind of turns to pull the bait sideways, and the pike kind of half charges, and he does another little pull kind of back behind him, and the pike just annihilates it. And it's just awesome footage. It's awesome footage. Yeah, John's real soft spoken. Yeah. Yeah, Wyatt. I want to say probably 98% of his videos are from his kayak. And I'd say probably 80 of them are on a river or a stream, 80% of them. and the rest of them he's fishing like a reservoir, usually for largemouth bass or northern pike. There's the teenager. Everybody say hi. Pretty exciting stuff, huh?
So exciting.
What are you doing? That's so exciting. Talking to your friends on the phone. Two thumbs up for the teenager. So that's one of my favorites. That's, not in our small little community of small YouTubers. He's been at this game a long, long time. He just catches big fish, and I'm one that I really enjoy smallmouth. Here's the thing you got to know about me. I have two favorite kinds of fish to catch. The first one is muskie. I love to catch a muskie anywhere, any place, anytime. I love, love, love muskie fishing. My second favorite fish is a smallmouth bass from a creek or a river. Just something about that current, those fish with those broad shoulders and current. You get a 16, 18, 19-inch smallmouth and current, and you got your hands full. Scared of water. All our videos are green screen in the crowd. Right. John, I still say you need to do your have one of your videos where you got the game warden with the sirens going and they're chasing you. Okay, so that's one of my big time YouTubers that I'm a huge fan of. Another favorite of mine is Doug Wagner fishing. He is a muskie fishing guide on Green Bay, and he catches a lot of big muskies, and he has really upped his game in the videography department. He's got the man seems to have an endless supply of resources. So I don't know if he inherited millions of dollars from a rich uncle or what the heck the case is, but I mean, he runs around on like an $80,000 boat and has all the state of the art equipment and outfitted and all that fun stuff. And he's probably got 6 or 8 cameras on his boat. I'm not exaggerating. He's got action cameras hanging off the sides and on these little poles. And he's got a DSLR that'll grab when somebody gets a fish on. So it's, he's really into the videography of it. He's kind of he kind of releases most of his content after the fact. So right now the season is closed. It's ice or whatever. He's not out there spearing them. He does do a little bit of ice fishing. I've seen him catch some big lake trout through the ice. But he spends the bulk of this off-season time is he'll go to shows and promote his guide business, and he'll edit videos. So between like middle of January to about June, he'll release his videos from the previous season. And then once June comes and the muskie season opens where he's at, you'll get a video like once a month because he's in the middle of the season and he's catching fish and he's getting video footage and putting videos together, but he doesn't, between his guiding, he just doesn't have time to edit and really go through them and put them together. So he'll do that in the off season. Yes, Ted. I've Charlie, Ugly Dog Lures, welcome on in. Yeah, that's cool, John. Have a good night. I'm familiar with Mike Keys. You know, I don't have anything against Mike Keys, but he I don't know. He's a businessman first, and YouTube is just another avenue for him to throw his videos out there and promote products and all that. And that's fine. That's fine. We're all kind of building this into a business, small timers and hoping to get a quarter here and a dollar there. And, you know, at the end of the year, we scratched out, you know, money for a 12 pack of beer, you know. He's a lot further along than that. Mark J. Larson Outdoors is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. I was talking about your phenomenal coyote season earlier. Not very long ago at all. Your ears must have been burning, brother. So, yeah, I'm familiar with Keys Outdoors. Mike Keys, he's all right. And his videos they're fine. It's, you know, you're gonna get you're gonna get 3 minutes of commercials and 9 minutes of action. You know. That's fine. Like I said, he's a businessman first, and that's fine. He's allowed to be. It's a free country. Anyway, Doug Wagner, musky fishing. I really enjoy his videos. And I'll say another one is Tightline TV. He's not a big timer. He's only got, I think he's got 20,000 subscribers, but he's an Ohio guy. He's in Northeast Ohio. You see him musky fishing at West Branch quite a bit. And he's got some pretty good videos out there. I don't know if he's one of my favorites, but he might be my favorite in Ohio, you know, Ohio guy. Those are the ones that stand out that I, you know, when their stuff comes out, I tend to want to watch it sooner rather than later. Throw it out to you guys. Who do you guys like to watch? Good deal, Wyatt. We like to see that. We like to see that. Love to see hook sets in my live streams. That is fantastic. Yeah, he's he, you know, can't fault a guy for running a business. It's part of it. Even, you know, he's even in contract with the PMTT to film their tournament. So right, absolutely. Well, how about you guys? I mean, who are some of your favorites? Is there somebody in Canada that's a big shot that's got like 2 million subscribers? There's got to be somebody that's like a megastar, right? Hey, you know, that's perfectly fine. If she's one of your favorites, then she's one of your favorites. We're not gonna give you too much of a hard time that you have an obvious bias. Yeah, you definitely have a bias on that one, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Not that you know of, you haven't found anybody with 3,000 or 3,000 with like 2 million, 1 million subscribers, 2 million. Jay Seamus. Maybe I spelled his last name wrong. Okay. Okay. Guys that there's another guy that I've watched a little bit of. I wouldn't put him in the category of favorite, but I enjoy his style. He's not an outdoors channel, but it's Casey Neistat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Casey Neistat. He's a New Yorker that he had vlog travel tips type of channel. He just had a really interesting way of putting a video together. Chopped it up and cut it up and played with the editing and really knew how to work a camera. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get into a live stream for somebody that's got 1 million subscribers. It would probably just be, 200 or 300 people trying to chat, and you just wouldn't. It wouldn't be very fruitful at all. Off the Hook likes to see Mr. Beast giving stuff away to everybody. Yeah, there you go. Trapper Jay and Coon Creek are your favorites. Absolutely. Fishing Canada. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Beast has a lot. I've heard of him, but I don't watch his videos. I think I've watched one, and I was like, not really my flavor. Yeah, yeah. I've watched a few fishing videos by John B. He's one of the guys that is in the Guggen squad. His videos are all right. He's an okay dude. I can watch his videos. I don't seek him out, but he did a video series on fishing the Devil's River in Texas. It was a good series. He did a good job with it, especially for being in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, absolutely, Cecilia. Absolutely. And some of the ones I mentioned, they're not superstars by any stretch of the imagination. Andy Yak Angler, like I said, I think he's at 180,000, and he doesn't ever do live streams. He doesn't ever do live streams. He just does videos. I mentioned the one guy in Ohio that I watch a lot of, Tightline TV. I think he's at 20,000. So he's not a big timer. In fact, he's not even full time. he has a regular job like the rest of us. I mean, Mr. Beast is, I guess he's one of the more famous YouTubers, but is he famous for being a videographer or is he famous for giving stuff away? You know? There's one other guy I'll mention, and it's because he fishes creeks and rivers for smallmouth bass. And his channel is Creek Fishing Adventures. He's up over 100,000. He's up over 100,000. He does it full time. But I started watching him when he was at like 13,000, which was like 3.5, 4 years ago. And he has just built it up and built it up to now he's at like 110,000. He does it full time. I want to say he's been doing it full time for about 2 years. Just a good dude. Young fella out of Tennessee. His channel, you want to talk about a niche. 95% of it is he's fishing in a really small creek or ditch that anybody in the country can go find a little creek and do what he's doing. So being that specific niche and that availability to pretty much everyone in the world just about has enabled him to, his channel has grown quite rapidly. Cranking and yanking. James, welcome in. I hope you're doing well this evening. I'll tell you another big channel, and that's the guy that is in our community to some degree, and that's Nicholas Green Outdoors. I met him at the Rendezvous last year, and he's got over 400,000 subscribers, but he doesn't act like a big shot. He just, he's just a regular guy. Ohio Hunting Outdoors. Welcome in. It's good to have you. You watch Kendall Gray? Okay. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that channel. I might have to check it out. You know, I do poke around and watch the Hunting Public sometimes. But that's not an individual YouTuber. That's a team of about 8 guys. They're pretty entertaining. I really like Zach. You talk about a young fella that just goes after the bucks. He don't sit around. He don't wait for something to happen. He goes and makes it happen. He'll mess it up before he'll just sit around and wait. He'd rather mess it up and know he had at least a shot than to just sit around and wait and sit around and wait and sit around and wait. Living in them, oh my goodness, living in outdoors. Welcome in. The ice fishing extraordinaire. You guys have been slaying the crappie up there. I think you've caught a few perch too. I'm definitely trying to up my game on my videos. Really think about the story and putting the using video to show the story, tell the story. Thinking about scene changes. I mean, just in this last video that I did, the shed hunting video. I filmed my intro, and it was really long. So I had more I wanted to say, but I stopped it, and I changed the scene, and then I did some more dialogue. Yeah, there's a personableness to it. And most of the guys that I've mentioned, they're filming it themselves. They don't have someone that is like a dedicated cameraman. The only one that I mentioned that has that is John B. John B is a big timer. He's got over 1 million subscribers, and he has a cameraman. That's true. But all the other guys are just like you and me. They film it themselves. Yeah, that's great to share links. Feel free to do that. You guys that have that are moderators, that's perfectly fine. Richard Jean, the fishing machine. Not sure if he has a cameraman or not, but I don't think so. But yeah, Creek Fishing Adventures, he's filming it himself. Doug Wagner, even though he's a big shot muskie guide, he's filming it himself. ND Yacker is obviously filming it himself. He's out there fishing by himself. He's almost never got anybody's even out there with him. Coyote Whacker, come on in. I hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah, Ted's a good dude. Imagine that. Ted likes Ted. They put some entertaining videos out for sure. Off the Riz Catfish Hunter, welcome in. I hope you're doing well this evening. Daniel is back. He is good to go. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite YouTuber? And you're not allowed to say Cody at After 5 Outdoors. Oh, man. No, you can say whoever you want. I promise. It's fine. The only one I've ever watched that I know has a cameraman is John B. And I don't watch a lot of his stuff. Just every once in a while I'll watch it. I did enjoy his series at the Devil's River. That's a destination trip for me. It's just an incredible river. It's like none other in the world. It's got 10-pound bass, largemouth bass in it. It probably has 8-pound smallmouth bass in it. It's got clear water. You can see those bass 10, 12 feet down in a lot of places. It's got everything. And it's remote. You're in the middle of nowhere. It's not like they got roads that cross it every couple miles. No, you're way out in the wilderness. Tim Wells. I don't think I've ever watched Tim Wells. See, I'm getting some good suggestions here that I could check out. Relentless Pursuits. One of the things that I never think about is cards, because that's something that you should really be when you're filming, like you're out at the lake or you're out in the woods. You're filming your video. You need to take a minute and reference a card. Like say, let's say I'm uh, let's say I'm out muskie fishing, and maybe I reference the time that I caught one casting from my canoe at Allen Creek. Maybe I'm fishing from my boat at Allen Creek, and I make reference. I've been out here in a canoe and caught a muskie. And oh, by the way, if you check this card right here, you'll be able to see that video. I need to think about that when I'm creating my videos so that I can put more cards in my videos. I was watching something earlier about tips and tricks for YouTubers and helping your channel to grow, and that's a big part of it. Having an end screen, having the cards, having a pinned comment, and in one particular video, if you have all of those things that refer to a different video that's the same, you're going to generate twice as much traffic for that video. Because if let's a random example, let's say you got 1,000 views on the one muskie fishing video, and out of those 1,000 views, let's say 100 of them clicked on one of your references to video number 2, whether it was a card or an end screen or your pinned comment. All these different things, they clicked and it sent them over to video 2, right? Well, so you got those 100 people watch 2 of your videos. Well, the other 900, when they go into their homepage on YouTube or their feed, and YouTube is feeding them what to watch, YouTube's going to feed them video number 2 because they already saw that 100 people that watched video number 1 went and clicked and watched video number 2. So you drove a lot of traffic to video number 2, but then YouTube is going to send all the other 900 people video number 2 in their feed because it only makes sense. A bunch of people that enjoyed this video went and watched this one. Well, now it helps generate impressions and so on and so forth. So 2-family homestead. I feel like my editing is coming together. It's coming together. I maybe got to work a little bit on the story, finding more ways of like B-roll and what do they call them? Sequences to kind of really, really help to visually tell that story. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Teespring has been good for us. Make sure your logo is high quality. Yeah, Daniel, I just recently redid my my logo. I didn't change anything about the logo, but I changed the pixels. So I was able to get it to upload to Teespring. I've put it on shirts and all sorts of products. I think I need to order some samples, and if I'm happy with the samples, I'll probably launch a Teespring store. So that's something to be looking for in the next I'd say that's probably 3 or 4 weeks away. Your favorite is Dark 30 Outdoor. At the wrong thing. Demolition Ranch. I've never seen that. I imagine they shoot a bunch of tannerite and stuff like that. A thousand. Anyway. does reviews on his channel. Things can help. Okay. I'll have to check him out, Cecilia. Thanks, Ted. I appreciate the reminder for the thumbs up. I figure people get the reminder from me because I do 2 thumbs up all the time. I'm 2 thumbs up guy. We got Pennsylvania Fishing is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. He just shoots a lot. Okay. Sounds like the kind of channel where they'd shoot tanner, right? Blow stuff up. Tina Ladybug is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well this evening. I think I've named most of the ones that I watch with any regularity. There's a few that I used to watch and I just don't anymore. Keeping It Real Fishing. Interesting guy, but the novelty wore off on me after a while. Who else? There was another one I used to watch and I don't anymore. Can't think. I don't watch Keeping It Real Fishing much anymore. He's a fine guy. It's just like I said, the novelty kind of wore off on me. That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. Ted, you can go ahead and mention that. 2 thumbs up. For a while, I was watching Simpson Outdoors because he had a tracking dog that was tracking wounded deer, and that was interesting. I also liked he does hunting videos as well, and he had a video that he did. He filmed it using an Insta360. It's a 360 camera, and at the time, I didn't realize that's what it was. I didn't know anything about 360 cameras, but I'm watching his video, and the video is showing him drawing his bow, and then the video is showing the deer 30 yards away, and he shoots it. And I could see he was in the tree stand by himself, and I was pretty sure he only had 1 camera. So I put a comment in the video. I was like, how did you get the camera on the deer after you drew? You didn't have a chance to move the camera. And he says it's an Insta360. You capture that in your post, in your editing. So Tyler's Real Fishing. Okay. Getting tired. But yeah, anymore, the bulk of my YouTube time is dedicated to people that are in my community. I try to get around and watch, Off the Hook, Small Water Charters, Coastal Fever, Boxy, Coyote Whacker, everyone in our community. Mark J. Larson, John Euler, City Sticker Chris, Judith and Dan. Sometimes I'll tune into Laura's live streams in the summertime when she's out catfishing all day. I enjoy Minute on the Mountain. I watch Shit Happens, obviously. FCP Fishing, Dana. We keep him in our prayers still and hope that he's on the mend and getting better. I think that he is, but I'm not 100% sure on where his status is at yet. If you guys watch Your Next Cast, his channel's growing. He's up over 3,000 now. Father and Son Fishing, that's a great channel. We already mentioned earlier Backwoods Barbarian, Tubby Guy. Try to get around, watch and support all you guys and gals. That's what being a part of a community is all about. Ugly Dog, Charlie, absolutely. Oh, Uncut Angling is a fun channel. I'll give you that one, Daniel. He's fun, man. He's crazy. He's crazier than a raccoon on crack, but boy, he's entertaining. I think I got hooked on him with the video that showed he caught a muskie on a fidget spinner. He literally walked into like a farm store, bought a fidget spinner, cut his own hair, and attached it to a treble hook on that fidget spinner, and he went out and he caught a muskie. Crazy. Sunfish Assassin is in the house. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. The Rights Trapping. Yeah, we don't want to forget about them. There's probably a lot of trapping channels I forgot to mention. Bluegrass Trapping, PA Trapping. Guys like Jesse Lopez Fishing. Tiger Muskie NM. He usually comes in, and he didn't come in tonight, but that's all right. Try to get around and watch everybody's stuff. Sunfish King, Sunfish Assassin, Cranking and Yanking, all the catfish guys, Catfishing with Big Mike, Brian B., the Fish Snatcher, Roger from Muskrat Outdoors, Bobcat Outdoors, all those guys. Good folks. Al's Outdoors is one of my favorites. I love Al. He's a super guy. Absolutely. Jakey Crack, yeah, I met him at the Rendezvous. Absolutely. Ted, you got to go to the Rendezvous this year. That ain't that far for you. Yeah, Jakey Crack's a good dude. I met him last year. Al, I love Al. Yeah, Greg at GO Outdoors. You betcha. You betcha. And a lot of those, Greg and Heath, Heath got to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if he got into the partner program yet, but Greg did. Greg got his 1,000, and he's in the partner program, and I'm happy for him. He's been at it a long time, and he's got a lot of content out there. Whistling Diesel is a good channel. Doesn't sound like my cup of tea, but I don't watch it. I don't know that there's any YouTube channels that I watch that aren't outdoors. So I watched a little bit of Casey Neistat for a while, but I don't watch him anymore. It's pretty much not outdoor stuff anymore. Or if it's not outdoor stuff, it's the videos about YouTube, how to do YouTube, the tips and the tricks and all the things that help us grow and that sort of thing. Or, tips on editing, or maybe reviews about cameras, information about cameras, some of that. I guess for taking pictures, the photography editor said everybody uses Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, and that's $10 a month. I don't know if I can swing that. Maybe if I get to making some money at YouTube, I'll say, okay, I'm okay with $10 a month for photography editing. But so far, all of my photography stuff has just been in JPEG, and I've been using GIMP for my photography editing. It's all right. It's not great, but it's all right. Yeah, good night, Wyatt. Thanks for popping in. Yes, thank you, Cecilia. I'm on the march. I've been trying to get there. It's a slow crawl, and it's also, this is a tough time of year for me because it's after hunting season and it's before fishing season. So once we get into April, my fishing content should really take off, and I think the channel will get there. But slow and steady wins the race. Everybody gets there when they get there, right? I don't feel a lot of pressure about it or anything. I do have some homesteading channels. I got Mo Homesteading, obviously. I've got several. I'm drawing a blank. Isn't there one that's Yogi Hollow or something like that? As I scroll, Yogi Hollow Farm, yeah. Unpaved Explorer, the Field Guide, the Line Cook, that Shiner guy. Lots of good channels out there. Section 8 Outdoors, Rustic Outdoors, Ridge Life. That's kind of a homestead channel. Parabellum Fishing. That's a newer one. My Alabama Farm Life. Mahalu Ranch. M&K Outdoors. Living Miracle Homestead. Loci Trapping Adventures. LG Homestead. Pond Predator Nation, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Ted shared your link and then you popped on in. Or no, you popped in. I wasn't paying attention to the chat for a while, was I? Freezer Bound Outdoors. Adam, welcome in, welcome in. You're probably getting ready to pop into work. Yeah, I figured. I figured. You need pew pews. Realistic fishing, that's one of your favorites? Okay. So that's the guy with the beard, right? I think I called his channel Keeping It Real Fishing, but it's all good. I don't know why I'm just keep it going. I usually kill it at 9:30, but we just keep it going for a little while. I think Ted might have shared it out, so I'll hang loose here for a little while here. Probably take it to 10 o'clock. I don't know who's out there that we could raid, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll take it to 10 o'clock and then we'll see if there's somebody we can raid. Who else? Who else do you watch? Even if they're not a favorite. Journey Along with Shannon. Jaws. She goes by Jaws. I watch her. Hey, thanks for popping in, Daniel. Have a good one. Oh, wow. That's a twist, Cecilia. Marlene Bates is a good one. Okay. I keep thinking of channels and then I don't say them, and then a minute later I can't think of them. It escapes me. Oh, Bar Run Forge. If you guys are familiar at all with Eli and why does his name escape me? Kincaid Outdoors. Yep. He knows about bows and arrows for sure. Troy. Troy is the main guy at Bar Run Forge, and then Eli. Yeah, Colin is very knowledgeable about bows and arrows. Very, very knowledgeable. Absolutely. And a good dude. Good dude. Marlon Bates. Huh. Interesting. You know, another guy that's good for archery is the Ranch Fairy. He knows a whole lot about bows and arrows. He knows a whole lot about archery in general. So if you really want knowledge, especially knowledge that goes against the conventional norm, check out the ranch ferret. Blippy. Marlon Bates is a lure maker. Gotcha. Death by Bungee Crossbow Channel. Okay. Baker builds. I'm funny about crossbows. I don't like split limb bows. And then all these manufacturers, they just about won't. They're just about done. They won't make them. They won't make a solid limb bow anymore. Everything's split limb, split limb, split limb. I don't like split limb crossbows. I like solid limb crossbows. I've got an off-brand SA Sports. It's perfect. It's not the fastest bow in the world. I probably wouldn't shoot past 30 yards, but yeah, I saw it's a split limb bow. What's her name? Parker. They made one that was a solid limb bow not too long ago because CJ up at Sick Happens, he's got one. It's a solid limb crossbow by Parker. But anymore, the major manufacturers don't make them anymore, and I think it's a crying shame. I have faith in solid limb bows that the limbs aren't going to crack or break. I don't have faith in split limb bows that they're going to stand up. Your Parker has solid limbs. Awesome. Just let me know if you want to sell it. No, don't get me wrong. 10 Point has a good reputation of making good bows. And Center Point makes a fine bow too. So, yeah, I know everybody's all about speed freaks, but I'm not. I'm all about, I want it to last forever. I had an old Horton Hunter Supreme, and I used it for I don't know, 18 years, and my uncle used it for another 10 or 11. That thing we got 30 years out of that thing. Or pretty close to it. Yeah, have a good one, Adam. Don't work too hard. Yeah. Tell the difference. Yeah, we might have to chat that one up there, buddy. It's a rendezvous. I have to bring some cash. I like a good solid limb crossbow. And if I found one that was a little bit faster than my SA Sports, I'd be pretty happy. I don't need a 350 feet per second bow. I don't need that at all. But the one I got, I think, is like 255, 265. It doesn't have much zip. And if you want to know the whole truth about it, I'd like to shoot a heavier arrow, a heavier bolt. I'd like to put a 200 grain tip in the front of my crossbows, and then put a 100 grain broadhead on it. I care more about the weight of the arrow than the speed of it. I mean, there's a balance, obviously, but looks like a pew pew crossbow. They got all kinds of crossbows out there now. You could spend $2,500 on a crossbow if you really wanted to. That's crazy. I don't know who would buy that, but people do, I guess. 455 feet per second. Good Lord. That's the key right there. Coyote Wagner just said it. Kinetic energy. I have a Bowtech tribute from 2008, and it's one of the highest ranking bows from like that era for kinetic energy. It wasn't the fastest, but it held its energy or whatever. Kinetic energy. It was awesome. So I've always shot heavy arrows out of that thing. But my elbows have been giving me fits, and my right shoulder hasn't been right for about 5 or 6 years now. So if I can get my joints to stop being so inflamed, I might get back to shooting the bow. But otherwise, it's crossbow hunting for me. And that's how I got started in deer hunting. Was with my old Horton crossbow. I started with a crossbow. I hunted with that for about 4 years, 5 years, and then I switched to a compound bow. And then this past fall was my first year of hunting with a crossbow again. So, and I got a deer. So that was pretty cool. $3,000. I couldn't pay that for a crossbow. Right. Dead is dead. That's right. And the key is we want to get them close, right, Coyote Wagner? If you can get them to 15 yards, you just about don't have to worry about nothing. I mean, you still got to have your aim in the right spot, but there's not too much is going to stop your arrow at 15 yards and in. That's a lot. That is a fast bow, man, with a lot of energy. I have not, Cecilia. I might have to try that. I don't know why these dogs are going crazy. I don't really see anybody that's live right now that's in our community. But it is 10 o'clock. I went a little bit later than I usually do, but I thought it'd be fun to go till 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'd say you got a high-end crossbow for sure. Yepers. Well, it was fun chatting up favorite YouTubers and channels that we watch regularly, and I'll probably come back to this live and scroll through the feed and check out some of the channels that you guys like to watch. I think in the community we watch a lot of the same stuff, but some of those other channels I haven't watched them, so I'll have to check them out. But I certainly appreciate you all sharing and joining in and participating and sharing it out. Fish Slayer, Freshwater, welcome in. We're winding it down here at 10 o'clock. Mark J also likes Jeep Fam Overland. But yeah, I'm going to say good night and thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.